And the phones are lit up, and we're going to go back to your calls, and we've got Vance holding for us from Macon. Hi, Vance.
Hello.
And what's your question for us tonight?
Yes, I'd like to know what my options would be involved in a car incident that wasn't our fault, and I was a passenger after the $50,000 cap has been met, because I suffer a lot of nerve damage through all this, and I have multiple medical bills.
And so Vance, was it the driver? Who was at fault? The driver of the car you were in, or another car?
Another car. They pulled out in front of us.
Okay. All right. And it sounds like there was $50,000 in limits on that car.
Yeah.
And then, there would be. We talk about all the time. There would be a range of options for other insurance beyond this. The $50,000. It sounds like the other car had $50,000 and they paid that. There could be uninsured motorist coverage on the car that you were in, Vance, or if you yourself own cars, you can, and you have uninsured motorist coverage on those cars, that could also apply. So you want to, I don't know if you have an attorney representing you, you didn't mention that, but certainly you would want an attorney to look into those potential coverages, because the uninsured motorist coverage can get tricky,
Yeah,
especially when they argue over who should go first and whether they get an offset and this, that, and the other. So,
and they love to argue about that.
oh yeah, they love to fight, if you will.
Yeah, yeah, they like to point the finger at each other. So a lot of times the lawyer has to basically send domains to both of them and really just argue the law and say, look, we think this company comes first and this company comes second, and this is how it's going to happen. So. If you don't have a lawyer yet, we would definitely recommend you talking to one so he can handle that for you. Because obviously, there's only a limited amount of time to do all this before the statute of limitations runs. So if you're just taking months and months and months to try to do this yourself, you're wasting a lot of time, and it may be a good idea to talk to someone to get that process moving a little faster for you.
And that deadline is 2 years here in Georgia, Barrett? Is that right?
Yeah, for a motor vehicle accident, yeah, it's 2 years from the day of the accident.
I had someone actually at my dentist's office ask me about, it wasn't about an auto injury claim, it was about they were trying to get a vehicle repaired, like an old, what do you call them, like hobby type vehicles or historic ones. They were trying to get it restored, and the person basically took their money and didn't do any of the work. And so they were trying to find out what was the statute of limitations for that. I thought it was 6 years for contracts, but I was like, I told them, call y'all will know.
Yeah,
or you can refer them to somebody that would know.
There's oral contracts and there's written contracts, and so the years are the length of time is different depending on what type of contract it is, and maybe there wasn't an actual contract. It was just some sort of agreement that never actually came together. And there's certain claims you can make even if there wasn't a contract, and the time frame for that is different too. So you got to have all the facts in front of you, and you've got to understand exactly what was going on, and then you make the determination of how much time you actually have to file your claim. So every case is different.